Welcome back to more Penumbra Overture, and in this episode, which is the final one, hopefully, blah,
Hopefully, we don't
fuck
actually
you.
know if John beats it at the end of this yet. A-E-B-D-C. There it is.
So we got a few chemicals. I actually forgot. I actually forgot one.
You did?
Yeah, it's in the room though. We can get it.
Oh, okay.
In this episode, we are continuing, and we are gonna make our way to Red, hopefully, and meet up with him.
One thing we talked about last episode. I want to bring up you mentioned the worms have no buildup. There's actually something more I'd say about the worms that's actually even worse than the fact that they have not as much buildup as they probably deserve. Is You don't spend much time with them. You've only had two real sections with them so far. It may be another one in this part.
Oh, you mean it's just one worm though?
Yeah, but I mean, like, you think to this team's later games where, Amnesia, the monsters are prevalent throughout the whole story.
Yeah.
Here, you have multiple monsters that are prevalent throughout the whole story, but you're mostly fighting the dogs. You just the spiders don't do much of anything, and then the worms are just there for one-hit kill scenarios.
I think the problem with the game, I think one of the problems with Penumbra I noticed is that getting chased by the giant worm was really fucking freaky because you could hear it behind you, like knocking on the door, and you could hear like the slimy sounds of it on the ground. Oh, we gotta force this open. But in Amnesia, for example, you can hear like one of the enemies like shuffling, and it just makes like the enemy more prevalent. It's hard to explain. It has a lot to do with sound effects and sound design. But in my opinion, Amnesia is the best game frictional I've ever made. I love Amnesia. And I also love most of the map packs I played, and if we're ever doing Amnesia at some point, we'll probably revisit the game with like a map pack just to piss off the Shiny's room. I don't like the machine for base. I got so bored of it, and I don't want to play it. I wonder if I actually refunded it. I wouldn't even be like surprised if I actually did.
Yeah, no, that's just something I find about the worm is that you should have had more parts with the worm. That's
Yeah.
it. Or at the very least, make the game just a little longer with the worm, or you know what, even introduce it a little earlier so that you're worried about it for longer, I guess.
Oh yeah, frictional games. They made a new game called Soma.
Is it another horror-based game like this?
Yeah, it's underwater or something like that. I haven't played it
So
yet.
BioShock.
Yeah, it looks a lot like BioShock.
Perfect.
Now it's time to bring out our
Duel?
inner Severus Snape and make some potions, bitch.
Yes, that was the sound for you going into those safe points. What are they even?
I don't know. I just
Are they
never...
ever explained?
If you want, I can like go on a wiki and like look them up and just see what there actually are when we do the next game.
Oh, you save the same way in the next game?
If I recall correctly, yes.
Okay, so then for the next horror game you want to play, do you want to do this or Amnesia?
Well,
or this
chronologically,
the sequel or Pannesia?
in the release department, Black Plague came out before Amnesia, so...
Yeah, but Amnesia's so much better, isn't it?
Yeah, but Black Plague is fucking short. You can do that in like a day.
How long is it?
I'd say it's 1 hour shorter than this game. But that's because this game has a bit of... I'd say has a bit of backtracking and stuff like that, while Black Plague is just kind of a straight shot almost.
Mm.
Or maybe I'm remembering it wrong. Maybe the puzzles are pretty tough. We'll see. I remember it being shorter, but who knows? Maybe you can probably get through.
John doesn't know what he's talking about.
You could probably, if you know both games really well, you could probably get through Black Plague quicker because if you know what you're doing, you can get through it quicker. But normally, I'd say it might be longer. I don't know.
Do you know what you're doing, John?
I know, kick.
No, never.
Never, ever talk to me or my fuse ever again. I always mix up the telephone thing with the lighter.
A, B. Whoa, what the fuck happened there?
It just kind of defumed itself.
What are you doing?
I don't even know what that means. I'm mixing and matching, sir.
You just did that.
You didn't see that.
Oh,
I actually spent like 5 minutes here just mixing and matching. Now this part I was like, oh god, what the fuck do I do here? I don't want to make it explode.
so wait, do you have to like, where do you have to bring it?
We have to bring it back to the rubble. Of course it's fucking closed on us.
You have to bring it back where?
To the rubble.
Oh, this is not gonna end well.
Now I want to avoid jumping.
Why, if you shake it too much, it'll blow?
I'm not actually sure how it works, but I wasn't really keen on, trying too many things here. I just wanted to get through it.
The worm is gonna pop out, isn't it?
Spoiler alert, no, the worm is never gonna pop up in the game ever again.
Really? Oh, okay. So yeah,
know.
the worm. That's bullshit.
I know. Those chase sequences are really thrilling, though. I like them.
Yeah, it should have been more. That's all I'm saying. I mean, right? Just really be there. Anyways, So I know John wanted to talk about this Sun and Moon. You seemed hyped as fuck for that.
Yeah, like I said, Pokemon Pokemon and I as a series I've grown up with Pokemon since 2005. I was one of those kids who had so much fucking trouble in school. And even when I was in 7th grade, when I was trying to get my shit together, I still had problems like connecting with people. So my escapism was playing video games and primarily Pokemon. Like Pokemon was basically my antidepressant for the longest time, which yeah, so I think that series means so much to me, which is why when I think about it, even like games that kind of disappointed me, like X and Y. To be fair, X and Y was them testing the waters for 3D. Because remember, Game Freak have never made a 3D game before. It was another developer that made the console ones. Okay, here's Red, and he's inside the incinerator.
What?
Just read the dialogue.
The underworld already beckons me, so I suppose one further missing will change. Not guiding light. Can I give you the answer you want? Oh, you bastard!
What a cuck.
You may wish to find what it is, but it is a fiction. You could not know what it is you saw, though. That is frankly nowhere else. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Anyways, Sun and Moon. I like the legendaries. Don't care much for the starters.
I love the starters. They're the best starters, I think. I love Rowlet, I love Litten, and I like Poplio a lot more now. But let's talk less about Pokemon and let's actually talk more about what's going on here. So Red is a crazy bastard, and he refuses to give us that key. But hey, he's inside the incinerator.
Good job.
Yeah.
I think I see where this is going.
So, either we...
I cannot take my life. It's against the rules. As a friend, but now time for chit-chat and marshmallows by the fire has ended, and I hope that soon so shall my life. I have knocked on death's door for so long. Please let him invite me in for tea. So what, he's been locked inside the incinerator all this time?
I don't think so. I think he just wanted to end it all, and he didn't want to do it himself. And this part is fucking disturbing.
Uh-oh.
Holy shit, I'm getting a tan! Is this what getting a tan feels like?
Yeah, those little like
Do they
tanning
play
booths?
like dissonant harmonies over the radio while you're getting the tan?
I can barely hear this guy scream. Okay, how do you get the key?
It's really bad. Like, trust me, it's really fucking like not bad. It's actually really good because you can
Whatever
actually hear him,
happens
like,
to you down
slamming.
there, it's over now. Oh, whatever happened to you down here, it's all.
I like how it's just an ashtray. That's the ash that was the That was the gun. That's the same texture as the gunpowder, which makes me not take it seriously. It's like, should we just make more explosives out of this? Just dipping.
Red's an explosive bastard.
We still can't get out. So
Why?
that door is out of the question. That high-tech door, whatever that was. Let's go through here instead. This is where Red was communicating with us from. So he went into the incinerator by himself.
Probably wouldn't be standing enough. Why did he have to leave me down here alone? Yeah, he also sent you through spiders thinking that it was good punishment. Death. Wow, talk. What the fuck? So, do you know how long Red's been down here?
It says here, age 14. Tom Redwood. He's been here for a long time. Ever since the 70s.
Since the 70s. And when is this game?
It takes place in like 2000. It takes place in the same year it came out, probably like 2007, maybe.
6? Okay, so 70. That's wow. That's like.
Maybe I'm getting things wrong here, but holy shit, I love how the page turns and the final page just says his age. That is such a clever like. Oh, there's more to the page.
So he's been stuck down there since 14. So he's been stuck as a child.
Yeah. He's probably been working there as a child, and then, you know, things went wrong, and... Look, he's been trying to hang himself. And then this, he ate the slugs, and not even that, this.
What's this? Oh.
You can hear it dripping.
Ugh.
Like, this is so fucking creepy. Like, this game knows how to set the atmosphere.
Funny place to have one. Break it!
Everything
you break
dies.
It? Yeah. Alright, so now I'm curious. Oh, God, this place must be so fucking... Ugh. I'd hate to be down here. For like
I like
more than
all
2
these
minutes.
posters of women.
Well, you know, a man has his needs.
Like, they're even naked. Guess he needed something.
What are you supposed to do with the electrical panel? It has to have something to do with the electrical panel, right?
Yeah, and I just realized that I actually do have the screwdriver.
Oh! Oh yeah, that might help.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is the end of Penumbra. What else is there? There can't be much.
Not at all. There really isn't much more.
How much? When is the credits?
We'll see. So, we got the electrical panel. Now we should be able to get outside. But this is where things get a bit tricky.
So that's where the crowbar comes in handy.
Do you want to read this?
Meh. I would trade his fate 100 times for my own. The other side of this was looking forward. So, I don't know. I knew I was right.
We can let you guys read this.
Yeah, I'm
can
just not... Red was of all the help I could have offered him. I was alone again, but I had nothing to do other than press into the unknown. So there was light there. I had just assumed that this was leading outside.
Which, you know, is fair.
Oh my god, how long do you leave this?
A bit
You
too
wanted us
long.
to read this.
Yeah, I wanted myself to read this, but I was too late, and I was like, maybe I won't make it. I don't know what will happen. I thought this was a Happy Meal for a second, but I was like, I don't eat Happy Meals. But it turned out to be the Twilight Princess box.
Oh my god, there we go, finally. Oh.
Welcome to the
Screw that
shelter.
lighter.
Established 1973. This is a completely different part. This is the shelter. So the other part was like the mining, you know, the bunker place.
Yeah.
This is the What the fuck is that?
Is that a person?
Oh god.
You're dead, aren't you?
Hide.
John, what's going on?
You might want to turn down your speakers. Nah, just kidding. There's no jump scare.
It's gonna not take the chance of turning it down.
That was a jump scare. How much did that spike
Seriously,
go?
what was that? I've seen that. That's like a. I'm reminded of PT with that. So what? Now there's
right,
ghosts.
yeah.
And we got a ghost.
I'm actually covering my eyes at this part. Not even kidding. I'm actually doing this with one hand.
He's like, no, Mr. Sandman, I don't want to look. Holy crap, I can't see anything.
I'm like strafe crouching.
John,
Ow.
look. What hurt you?
They're like pulling me into a bag. With that, the man who had first descended into the mine was no more, and so began my next chapter.
The man who had first descended. Oh, so that was the first guy that went down the mine? So that's the end? That's how it fucking ends.
Yep.
Oh, fuck you.
So that was Penumbra Overture. I think it's a good game. It is very rough around the edges, and I think the sequel, Black Plague, does a lot better, even though I think the ending in that one is probably even worse. But it's a really good game. I actually really like that one.
So wait,
and I think the
what do you mean
puzzles
the
are a lot
ending is
better.
worse? Oh, well, I guess we'll just get there when we get there by Halloween, because we got other things to play.
This game is held back by poor combat that doesn't elevate the game in any way, and it also has very repetitive enemies that just aren't scary. Like, yeah, you'll avoid them probably because you don't want to fight them because fighting isn't fun. I mean, it is a horror game after all. It's just this game should have had more, like, it just isn't polished, I'd say. It's a good game. It's not bad at all. Like, it's a very, very decent game. And I'd actually recommend getting the Penumbra collection maybe on Steam if you just want some horror games to play, I guess. I'm not one for horror games, but I enjoy it. I think it's pretty decent.
The collection, is it just 1 and 2, or are there more?
There's one more. It's called Requiem, but it's just a puzzle game. It's just puzzles. And then there's a mod, an Amnesia mod, that is based off of Penumbra, but it's made by fans. I actually haven't checked that out yet. I'm gonna give that a shot someday. But
Does
yeah, we're done with Penumbra
PenumbraOverture.com still
Overture.
exist?
What?
Does PenumbraOverture.com still exist?
I don't know.
You don't. Anyways, meh. I'm not too interested in the game myself.
Yeah, I understand. It's not for everyone. I just honestly I wanted to show this game off because it kind of holds a special place in my heart as like one of those horror games that I played once, and I just some
Hear
things
that,
really
guys?
clicked with me.
John's standards aren't exactly very high now, are they?
Oof. Harsh words. Oh, you're gonna eat this when we do.
Black Plague, like 15 months down the line.
15.
Somewhere along
Yeah,
those lines. I'm being generous here.
Anyways, I enjoyed recording that. I actually recorded like the last few episodes like all in like one like afternoon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Penumbra Overture with Arcane Toaster and Some Call Me Faggot.
See ya on the next
Just
playthrough or on
just
Pokemon
next,
Crystal
Next game is going to be Dancing Through the Fire.
at some point.
Dancing Through the Fire. Or Dancing Through the Danger. Whatever the song goes. There's your hint.
You forgot
Well, yes, it's Dancing Through the Danger. I know.
the game. Is that just stands for?
Well, no, it's the prequel to Dancing Through the Fire. Anyways, bye.
Yeah, bye.